Alright, so this is the second time I'm recording this video because the first time I realized that this game was getting a little bit difficult. Hello awesome people, how you doing? It's a pleasure to see you here with me today. Today we're gonna have a little game together. This game is a fun way to learn new words, improve your listening skills, and especially learn to trust your instincts to understand this language. So here is how it works. I prepared 5 mystery words. Your goal is to guess these words based on the information I'll give you. We'll play 5 rounds from easy to hard. So basically, I'll talk increasingly faster and use more advanced vocabulary as we go. But don't worry, I'll reveal all the answers at the end of this video. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first word is a noun, is usually white, and is a very common object. You can find it at home, at school, or even in the office. When you need to remember something, you do an action on this object. This way you are able to capture your ideas. You can also use it to communicate with other people, or, well, even to make an airplane. And I guess that now you actually guessed what I'm talking about, right? What's the mystery word? Make your choice and write it in the comments below. I'll give you a few seconds. Alright, let's go to the next round. The second word is an action, and it's a pretty common action involving a liquid. The liquid is rarely transparent, and to perform this action, you need to raise your hand towards your mouth. You do this action usually as you're eating, but it's not necessary to eat to do this action. Also, you don't do this action all at once. Rather, you take your time and you do this action little by little. As you do it, you usually talk with other people, or have conversations, or simply relax. There are places, especially in the UK, but in other parts of the world as well, made especially for this action. People go there often on a weekend to meet with friends and enjoy this action. And I think that now you probably guessed it. So it's time to make your choice. What's the mystery word? If you like this kind of content, if you like this new style, just push the like button. Doing this will help me understand you like this content, and I'm gonna do more videos like this. Alright, let's move on to the third round. This word is again an action, and it's something very natural that happens to everything and everybody. It happened with your English, for example. In the beginning, you only knew a few words. And if you were to watch this video, you probably wouldn't have understood much of it. But now you can understand full phrases, and hopefully you can also understand this kind of speed. This is because by doing this action, you get better and better. Or here is another one. Everybody starts as a little kid. Me, you, your best friend, your parents. We were all little kids, and then our bodies expanded, and we too became better and better. Plants too go through the same process. From little seeds, in time and with the right nutrients, they become taller and taller. Even projects and ideas follow the same path and need the same natural action to become better and better. When you have an idea or a project in mind, for example, it begins very small, but then in time, as you learn and progress, you do this action in order to get better and better and better. So I really think that now you probably guessed it. So which was the mystery word this time? Okay, we are ready for the word number 4. This one's an attribute and it's something everyone should aspire to be. It's something very good to achieve or a very good quality to possess. At the same time, nobody can actually be this attribute 100% of the time. If you possess this quality, if you have this attribute, people easily rely on you, and if you say something, they will believe you without the shade of a doubt. It's an attribute we cannot always strive to be. This attribute makes you think of angels and heaven and paradise and good deeds and good thoughts. When you are this attribute, you may say something that the other person doesn't really like. At the same time, the other person will be grateful because you said something you really think. But I think I said enough now, so you are ready to make an informed decision. And now let's move on to the final mystery word. So this is once again an attribute, but this time it's something you can feel in your hands. As you place your hand on an object with this attribute, you feel a pretty harsh sensation. You have this very strange sensation every time with your fingers you touch a pretty bumpy surface, or you feel the sharp edges under your fingertips. Wood can be this attribute. The ground and concrete too share the same quality. An opposite perception is given by oil. Its texture is flowing and a bit slippery. And while this attribute can be a bit unpleasant, you definitely prefer to walk over something that possesses this attribute rather than over some oily and greasy substance. It can also be an attribute for a person that is very direct, somebody that says exactly what they have in their mind. But at the same time, it goes beyond honesty because they don't really use any kindness in it. And for that reason, the feeling you have is the same of touching a trunk of a tree. And I think that now you're starting to guess the word I'm talking about. So tell me, my friend, which word is this? Alright, it's time to reveal the right answers. The first one was paper. This was pretty easy and you probably guessed it without too much trouble. The second one was to sip. To sip is the action of drinking, but little by little. So not all at once, right? Not all at once, but just a little bit. You usually do it with alcohol, with wine, anything that you don't want to drink all at once like that. You usually don't drink it because you are thirsty. If you haven't guessed it and want to learn more, I suggest you to put this video back to the moment I described this action. Because now that you know which word I'm talking about, you'll be able to fully understand what I'm saying. Now, the third word was to develop. To develop is the action of growing and expanding and becoming better and better and better, right? And the examples I gave you before just supported this action. Once again, if you had trouble understanding this word, just watch the part of the video where I explain this word again. You will get a majestic comprehension by it. The fourth one was honest, and it's the quality of saying the truth. Lastly, we had rough. This was quite hard to understand, wasn't it? I know, I went pretty fast with that. So my suggestion is, once again, to get back to that section of the video so you can listen once again to it, and probably this time you will understand a bit more. If you guessed the whole 5 words, means that your level of comprehension is pretty high. You can really understand when somebody talks with you in English, and you're able to understand a wide range of words indeed. Congratulations, my friend. And if you enjoyed interacting with me, then I'm gonna leave you with this other video where you can improve your speaking and conversational skills with a very simple dialogue. I'll see you there. Cheers.